Hi there. We're continuing our journey through the Proverbs, the Mishle Shlomo, the life sayings of Solomon, and we're in chapter 10 and we're looking at verses 8 and 9. Proverbs often sets in contrast the acts of the wise and the acts of the foolish, and that's the same in these two Proverbs, Proverbs 10, 8 and 9 here today. It says, the wise in heart, the one who lives well before God, with God anchored into God, will receive mitzvot, it says in the Hebrew, which means commandments, but actually also means instructions, directions. How often there are people who refuse to have directions. They'll wander about and they won't ask for direction. But actually saying the wise in heart receive directions, they receive instruction, they receive the pointing of the way. Whereas the one who's just full of himself will actually end up falling. Now this word here, the fool, the loudmouth fool, it actually means, because it's the evil sfatayim. Sfatayim is the Hebrew word for lips. And so it's the fool of lips. It means the lippy person, the person who's constantly talking, the person who's full of himself, who doesn't listen. He's going to end up on the ash heap because he's just full of himself. So the Evil Sfatayim, the man of the loudmouth, in other words, is going to end up in trouble because he's not listening. And the wise are listening. They're taking on board the instruction and the directives. And then it says that those who walk in integrity will actually walk in security, in confidence, betech in Hebrew. It means they will walk in trust. Whereas the one who is perverted, the one who is going off the track, will actually be known. The word yada there, it will actually, he will be seen. It will be obvious to everyone that someone who is not walking according to wisdom, who is not walking uprightly, is going to go off track, and it will be clear to everyone. We want to be seeking to be those who are wise. That means taking on board the instruction, taking on board the directives of God, because that's going to bring us to wisdom, rather than being full of our own talk and full of subversion, which takes us away from God. Let's choose life. Let's choose to go God's way today. Have a good day.